The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Hi, I'm a Boglin. Me and my buddies want to be your friend, right, guys? Right. Call us at 1-900-909-5464 and hear how we can protect you from ferocious beasts.
And help your teacher grade your math test.
Yeah, new story every day.
One call gets you a 3D Boglin hologram like this.
4 calls get you a set of 6. Trade them with your buddies.
And part of your $2.35 2-minute call goes to Special Olympics.
So get your parents' permission and call us at 1-900-909-5464. Oh, get the phone. I said get it, not eat it.
And I asked people to raise their hand if they like smelling their books, and most of them did raise their hand.
I'm a comic book sniffer.
Smell that? That's the smell of new comic books.
So I was glad to see that because I've been laughed at on more than one occasion for that.
The following program deals with a controversial
subject.
The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to a truncated Wednesday night. Everybody's getting ready for the big day tomorrow, so we are just gonna run through a quick show. Hey, Funhouse, brother, if you want to jump on, you're more than welcome, dude. You can jump on in the Discord if you want to jump on tonight. If anybody wants to jump on tonight, tonight's the night to call in if you just want to hang out. It's super easy. The link is in the Discord. You can either jump in on your computer or you can jump in on your phone. Go ahead and try that shit, man. That shit should work. And if you do it on your computer, you just need to set up the software on your computer. It's super easy. But yeah, so everybody basically is going to just kind of chill, take the night off. So I had some stuff ready to go, and just in the vein of keeping everything consistent, I figured why not just knock it out. So that's what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna talk about some interesting stuff. We've got some cool Kickstarters to talk about tonight. A lot of interesting stuff. Let me put out the link if anybody wants to jump in. I'll put out the link here. There you go. Jump on. Have at it, everybody. So yeah, we got some fun stuff to talk about tonight still. I got a market report. I've got a couple Kickstarters I want to talk about. I want to talk about the new What If Season 2 stuff, which is very interesting to me. Got a very interesting new character showing up in there that I think we talked about a little bit here and there, maybe on Comic Man Andy or something like that. Frank, thank you, brother. That was a good show. Shout out to Black Crown Comics. Make sure you guys are subbed up over there. That's good shit. There we go. Yeah, it was a fun show. So you should be able to click on that there, Funhouse. If anybody else wants to jump on. All right, so one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about tonight was this new What If character that they got coming out. He talked about this on, what was it? Something recently. Might have been the Hot 10 or something. Might have been Black Crown Comics. I think it was Black Crown Comics. If you guys didn't get a chance to see Black Crown Comics, this is what I'm talking about. It's actually pretty fun. Make sure you guys are subbed up over here. This is Black Crown Comics. It was very interesting, man. Shout out to Lefteros. I'm saying it right from now on. I find out that Lefteros is most likely wrong, considering the dude's from Montreal. And we're going to continue to make fun of Montreal. I hope you guys don't hate me for it. But they actually did something pretty cool, man. This is actually pretty cool. The show was fun. It was a lot of fun. The dude was super cool. He's doing good things over there. He's got a great show. He's great on camera. He's great what he's talking about. He's prepared. He's doing all the good shit over there. But here's the interesting thing. So Lefteros hit me up, and he said, "Hey, man, who's your favorite character?" And I'm like, "The Watcher." And so he picks this thumbnail picture to use, right? That's Original Sin number 0 by Jim Chung. I own that cover, which is pretty interesting. But just to have him pick that cover, that's pretty sweet. I'm sure that's going to happen more times than not. But he said that he was actually thinking about putting that image on there to begin with. I don't know how true that is, but it's pretty dope. So make sure you guys go check out Lefteros and on IG, and sub up to Black Crown Comics on YouTube. Here's a link in the chat. It was a lot of fun. Very easy show. Hour 27 minutes max. So the What If Season 2 stuff is very interesting to me because of this character right here. This is a great looking character right here. A great sounding character. It's very interesting that they're bringing her in onto What If, the TV show, instead of comics. I don't think she doesn't have anything in comics yet. Yo, what up, Mike? Yeah, we can hear you okay, dude. So, yeah, man, talking about this new character who's on Season 2 of What If. And, yeah, man, it seems like a very cool character. Kahori, I believe is how you say it. I'm probably saying it wrong. Knowing me, I'm probably saying it wrong. But I think that this is going to be the breakout star. It says the Marvel Studios animated program What If has up to this point solely concerned itself with pre-established figures from the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Characters ranging from Thor to Thanos to Hank Pym are all up for grabs, but the prerequisite for appearing in the show is you must have appeared in a prior MCU media, which is very interesting. Kahori is a young woman living on Earth in the I'm gonna fuck this up, guaranteed. Haudenosaunee Confederacy in the days. I don't know what the fuck that means, dude. So, or how to say that. We're gonna learn how to say that right now. Who are the Haudenosaunee? Haudenosaunee. I'm proud of myself for going and looking that up. See? There we go. Haudenosaunee means people who build a house. The name refers to a confederation or alliance among 6 Native American nations who are more commonly known as the Iroquois. So the Iroquois Confederacy. Interesting. I definitely messed that one up. Before America was colonized. What up, Yee? Yeah? No way, bro. Wow. Oh, dude, the Diamondbacks kid. Dude, I don't like that I don't like the debut bullshit, bro. I don't get that. How many boxes did you open? 3? And did you get autos in each box? Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty dope, dude. Congratulations, man. That's nice. That's very nice, dude. Well, what is there case hits in the product? You're just opening it blind. Yeah. So we're talking about this chick that's gonna be the new character on What If Season 2, Kahori. Have you seen that? Yep. Yeah. Well, there's only a couple episodes that look interesting to me, this being the main one and the 1628. They can't hear you? What
I
about
have to
now?
start over.
There we go.
Check.
Start over. I'm stoned, you guys. I apologize.
I could see that.
I thought this was an episode of the Bogcast, so I came in a different state of mind.
I just got done opening. We opened 14 packs of these today
Oh, yeah.
for Bogcast
Nice.
episode. Yeah.
Did you get card 66 or was it?
I'm not gonna ruin it.
Mm.
So, but I'll just say we do have one pack left. One pack left. AIDS awareness. AIDS fights and AIDS awareness trading cards. Every pack comes pack comes with a condom. They were all manufactured in June of '92 because that's what.
So hopefully you're not using those condoms.
And no comment. And I might send a couple of them in to get graded, dude. I might
The
send
condoms?
No shit.
No, dude. No. All right. Yeah, so you guys are going to have to go watch a podcast for that. Anyways, Kahori is a young woman living on Earth in the Haudenosaunee Confederacy in the days before America was colonized. Given that no MCU movie or TV show has been set in this time period or focused on indigenous characters, it shouldn't be a shock that Kahori is totally original figure for What If.
Oh, so she hasn't been in comics yet.
She hasn't been in anything yet, dude.
So they're doing the Harley Quinn treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So is she a brand new character that Marvel created? Is she in any books?
Nothing, dude. This is the first thing that she's in. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
Have they done a comic adaptation of season 1 for What If?
I don't think so, dude. Not that I know of. Maybe they've put something out like a promotional or something like that. But
I mean, they should probably do that, right? I feel like that would be a popular miniseries that people would actually buy, and then that they could expand in comics if they really wanted to. Like if they shoot like stories that doesn't make animation, like tell it in a comic book.
Dude, that looks amazing right there.
Yeah.
That's badass. It says
The Tesseract.
Yeah.
The Tesseract.
The Tesseract takes on a new life and a new mythology, transforming a lake into a gateway to the stars and leading Kahori, a young Mohawk woman, on the quest to discover her power.
Is this just one episode or all the episodes she'll be in?
She's just being the base of one episode. I don't know if she'll show up like in the last one for a little bit or something, but written by Ryan Little. If the episode was created in close collaboration with members of the Mohawk Nation, like historian Doug George and Mohawk language expert Cecilia King, to ensure cultural authenticity.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, I hope they would fucking do that. Like, I don't.
Yeah, instead of just like writing a random story that's not based on anything.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be everybody's gonna be waiting for her first thing to show up in comics.
In a comic book.
Mm-hmm. Probably be some giveaway or something, right?
Probably.
Or if they make a toy.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking that because they always do the Marvel Legends with the what ifs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's badass characters. I want to see what her powers are. I know we talked about them at one time. It's pronounced Kahorti. Is a real Wolf Clan name, meaning she stirs the forest, or is someone who motivates those around her. In her debut adventure, Kahorti will have to live up to her name to recruit powerful allies into the fight to save her people and change the course of history forever.
Ooh, Jersey the Bay is saying Funko Vinyl Soda is her first appearance.
Boom. Cosmic powers.
Walmart exclusive.
Do you think we're gonna see like more involvement in the Watcher in this season?
Yeah, he's gonna be in every episode, I hope.
I mean, he always narrates, right? But
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna intertwine into the story a little bit more. Because didn't they kind of do that for the last episode? I think.
Yeah, probably.
He was more involved in the last episode of season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Funko vinyl pop. That's interesting. The other one to be on the lookout for is the Neil Gaiman series. Was it 1628? Is that what it was called?
Yeah. Or 1609?
1609? Maybe that's it. 1609. That one's a really good one.
That goes like way back to like Spider-Man powers, right? Like the originals.
What is it
1609.
What is it? 1609?
Yeah.
1602.
1602. Okay.
Neil Gaiman not involved. That's interesting. Neil Gaiman confirmed he wasn't involved in What If. Well, I'm not surprised. Regarding the Marvel 1602 themed episode, last week confirmed the rumblings that had been getting louder over the past weeks. The second season of Marvel's What If is set to hit our screens in a very unique way, and we are getting a binge drop for the holidays. Nope. Are we getting a binge drop for the holidays? Nope. So we're getting weekly drops. Nope. What the fuck? Why would they do that? That's stupid.
Oh, so they are doing weekly drops?
No, they're not doing either. The studio and the streamer will be dropping daily gifts for 9 straight days, and they dropped an official trailer and key art to make it all official. While there was a lot to take in from the trailer, fans noticed that the season appears to be taking a trip back in time with an episode at least inspired by Marvel 1602, written by Neil Gaiman and penciled by Andy Kubert. That was such a good series, man. They did like 4 or 5 volumes of it.
I always find those the dollar bins nowadays, though.
Yeah, it's a great storyline. It's something better to definitely read in bigger format.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Dude, the other thing I wanted to talk about is badass. So, you guys know who Mark Spears is. He did a bunch of badass Spawn covers. You guys know who he is? Mm-mm. You'll know who he is when I show you his art. So he's doing a Kickstarter starting, I think, Friday called Mark Spears Monsters. And he's doing all these crazy variants, right? And it's a Kickstarter. Look how badass these are.
Oh, man.
This is homages done right.
Yeah, he's like, if you like homages, wait until you see my covers.
Uh-huh.
And then it takes like every iconic book there is.
Yeah. Like, there's some really good ones, dude. Look at that one. That one's fucking sick.
Yep.
That one's really good.
I like the Killing Joke one.
That one's interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That one's good.
It's Mark Spears Comics. That's the label?
Yeah, it's a Kickstarter.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Mm.
You got the Dungeons and Dragons. You got the New Mutants 100.
New Mutants 100. Yeah.
First X-Force.
Yeah, that one's okay. This one's good right here. After Adam Hughes.
New Mutants 98.
This one is spectacular, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
After McFarlane.
That like Spawn 8 or 9 or something like that?
Spawn number 1, right?
Oh, 1.
Yeah, it's 1.
Look how beautiful those colors are, dude.
Yeah.
Did you see that anniversary cover one right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, I mean, it's nothing but just beautiful covers for the whole set. You can't back it yet. It's coming up. This is definitely something that I'm going to be... Look at that. That's amazing right there.
Oh, man, when it drops, you got to drop it in the Discord, the link.
He does the X-Men. He just went all out. He said, screw it, I'm going to do it all.
Transformers, Batman 423. Wow.
Look at this. There's the Killing Joke.
Yeah, that's a good one. The 141 homage too.
Anniversary of that right now, right? Like the 70th, 60th anniversary. Sorry, not 70th, 40th anniversary of it. Is that what it is?
Is it?
You got the.
I'm surprised I haven't done a foil one yet.
Dude, that's badass right there.
Yeah.
You could see the priest face in the crucifix.
Let's see.
Spider-Man 1.
So, very interesting. That's one of his regular covers he did for Dark Horse. He does really good stuff, but this is going to be available to be backed. Let me go ahead and drop the link in the chat for you guys.
It was October of 1980 for 141. So what is that? 424? No, 44. No, what year is it? 43rd, 43rd year anniversary. I can't math right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try, bro. So, definitely get in on that. It's worth it.
Are you ready for the holidays?
No,
Or
dude.
do you do anything?
No, what am I talking about? Tomorrow's the best holiday, bro. Tomorrow's my favorite day. Tomorrow is the day that I get up and I smoke a lot of really good cannabis.
But you do that
Hell yeah.
every day.
No, I'm gonna do an extra tomorrow.
It's
And
called
then-
Thanksgiving for a reason,
Yes,
right?
Yep. And then I have 3 really good days of really good food, man. It's awesome. I love it. And then it happens again in a month. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're gonna do that shit again. So yeah, Mark
I
Spears.
think I have. Yeah.
Check it out. What do you got going on?
Other than like taking a psychonaut trip and then
That's
eating
what I was
turkey
gonna
the
ask.
next day.
Yeah.
It should be interesting. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I mean, I've done this before. Like I think it's like every 10 years I do this. So it's always kind of fun. I mean, I'm not meeting up with like family, like other than the immediate family.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I'm not seeing all my cousins and their like kids and all that. So like that's why I was like kind of like, all right, I can do this. And then my band's playing in Austin on Sunday. So
That's nice.
just getting ready for that. Yeah, I'm excited to play Austin.
So check this out. This is pretty dope. So this is one great artist to another.
Yeah,
So
good proportions.
I got a message from Shane Sterry, who's in the chat all the time. What up, Shane? And he's like, "Hey, I saw one of my homies' pieces behind you, behind somebody, and I realized that it was my friend." And so I'm like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "Yeah, da 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 da," and he's like, "I should get him on the show." And I'm trying to think of who he's talking about, right? And then he goes, "Yeah, I saw Anthony had a signed piece behind him." And I instantly knew who it was. And I was like, are you kidding me, dude? And so Aaron Craig is going to be coming on the show Saturday night.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah!
He is based out of, I think, New Zealand or Australia, one of the two. And
Oh man, I'll be in Austin already. I always miss all the good shows.
Well,
Anytime I go.
you want to hear something that's going to piss you off big time, bro? Because it pisses me off. But it's life. You snooze, you lose, dude.
What's that?
So I geeked out on him, and I was like, dude, I love your the variant print, right? This one. I'm like, I love that, and I didn't get a chance to get one. He's like, well, somebody canceled recently, and I'll put it up for you. And I passed out, and in the morning I went to go do it, and it kept telling me your link doesn't work. And I hit him up. He's like, dude, somebody just slid in and grabbed it, dude. I'm like, no.
Slid in.
Yeah. I'm like, no, dude. He's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, hey, you snooze, you lose. But I will buy one on Feebay if I have to. That one right there. That is the baddest. That is probably the best thing at San Diego this year, in my opinion.
It was probably Chad Cave who bought it for you, and you're gonna end up with it in the mail.
No,
and then you're gonna buy another one or something like that.
Yeah, dude. I was.
I'm gonna laugh at you if you end up with 2.
I'll buy one. I wonder how much they are on eBay. Let's take a look.
I feel like they have to have dropped down in price now, right? Because this was a San Diego art print, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it for New York?
San Diego.
Okay, so I feel like it's this is the time that you would probably want to pick it up.
250. 250.
How much was it after its con? Was it a little bit more? Like, was it in that $400 range?
I can't remember. I think it was like 150.
Okay.
I'll pay $220 for it or $200 for it, all day, every day.
Just watch it, and then I bet you they send you an offer if they have.
Yeah, they will. They will.
Beautiful print, man. Beautiful art. So he seems like a cool cat. gonna see if I can get Anthony maybe to jump on again with us on Saturday night. Maybe get Clutch to jump on with us on Saturday night. I want to try and introduce him and see if maybe we can get him to do some dope ass comic book covers. So we'll talk to him
some
on
Skybound covers and stuff like that.
Who cares, man? I mean, the shit that he's doing is really, really cool. He's got a really.
I mean,
really
it'd be
good...
dope to see like a GI Joe cover like that, like Cobra repeating like that, or even like Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow or something.
He's got. I mean, we'll geek out over it tomorrow or on Saturday, but he's got some really interesting art, dude. I mean, if you go to his IG, you can kind of see his style. He's very cartoony, which I like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But with his own twist to it too.
Yeah, I like how he uses color. Colors.
Oh, the palette color.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
I mean, sometimes that can make or break a piece too, like depending on how it's colored.
Look at that, dude. That's great. Why isn't he doing covers like that? You're right. He needs to be doing these covers. He would it would turn him into he could sell those sets. He'd be the next Tyler Kirkham where in a year we're all going, "Damn it, dude."
But it has that it almost has like that street artist like gallery vibe to it too, right?
Yep.
Looks like tattoo artwork.
You know what it also reminds me of? It reminds me of that like that dwelling style, that J. Stevens style, right?
That's a good
which I love. It's got the Ren and Stimpy vibe to it, kind of. Yeah, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, or Saturday. So everybody come hang out Saturday for that. There was another Kickstarter that I wanted to talk about.
Man, that the crowdfunding books have been absolutely like killing it, like because I know Tony Blue Green Artifacts will share in one of the chat groups I'm in with him. And it's always like kind of like, do I spend my money on this? Do I spend my money on this? Like it's so tempting every time.
I'm just gonna spend my money on getting those fucking cool Donald Duck books that we saw the other night. Those are badass. Did you see those? You've seen those. I've talked about those.
Yeah, we've talked about those.
Yeah, I definitely want to get those.
Yeah, because I think we brought it back up again, this past Saturday?
Mm-hmm. I'm also on the lookout now for this freaking Jenny Frisen print because of Red 5 Collectibles. Shout out Bryan over at Red 5 Collectibles. Like, this right here is gorgeous.
I mean, Frisen does like an art print every year, like around C2E2 time, like through an art gallery too, where they do a limited print, and then like sometimes they do like a special color for the gallery, one for the con too as well. But yeah, her art prints get picked up like really fast.
There's not even gonna be one on eBay, of course.
Probably because it goes to collectors, right?
Mm-hmm. I think I have one of these as a print. Maybe under just Jenny Frisen prints. I know Jonathan at Hive's really into Frisen, right?
Yeah, because he has the Voltron book in a 9.8, and then the Woods. I think she has a couple 1 in 25s, so are pretty tough to get.
Art print, maybe. Let's see here. That's a beautiful Catwoman. That's a scary but beautiful Harley. That's a great. That's not her, is it? That is her. Wow. That's beautiful. Everything that she does is great, man.
Yeah.
I just don't see that butterflies one. I'm going to have to be on the lookout for that. Create an eBay search. Add to the list.
You probably look at sold too to see if any's sold and kind of what they listed it under.
That one's pretty amazing too. The Mystique one, holy shit, that one's really
and
good.
those sideshow prints those are no joke.
Yeah,
I have one. I just have not taken it out of the out of the original packaging. It's just because the frame size is weird.
that's beautiful, dude.
Yeah. That's how we should see negative covers.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah.
I think I have this one. Maybe not. There's her real first cover.
I have one of those.
Yep. She drew it before Voltron, but it got delayed and put out a week after Voltron. That's beautiful right there too. Yep, I don't see it. It was limited to 35, so I imagine it's going to be the type of thing where
it went to collectors or whatever,
Yeah, it
like
went to
hardcore,
collectors,
like
yeah.
Frisen.
Yeah, there's no chance. No chance. All right.
Unless someone's trying to pay off a credit card or something like that. It's like, I gotta sell it.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine a print that's limited to 35 is probably pretty pricey out the gate anyways. I imagine probably like $200.
Pretty badass.
I'm guessing.
It's gorgeous.
I'm guessing. I have no idea.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. I'm over here looking at it, just staring at it. It's good. Shout out to Art by Fitz. Did you see this whole thing where Andre 3000 said he was going to put out a new album and it turned out to be a flute album?
Oh, is that the one where he starts talking about it in his interviews how he's like how no one wants to hear about a 48-year-old rapping like that they have to take like heart medicine and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then like that he can't recreate the times of when he was like I guess in a struggle. Would that be I guess a summary of what he was basically saying?
I don't know. I thought it was funny though. It's almost as funny as Snoop Dogg trying to tell us he's going to stop smoking weed.
Oh, when he was selling like a smokeless grill or some shit like that, right?
So Art by Fitz did this Andre 3000 image. It was pretty badass.
I mean, to be fair with the Snoop Dogg thing, that got a lot of people talking, you know? Like you have this like huge pothead that's like saying like, "Oh, I'm never going to smoke again." Cuz you always hear that thing, right? That like once you hit a certain age, like something changes in people and then like where like smoking doesn't have the same effect on them anymore. Right. Which I think is just bullshit, but what do I know?
Yeah. I agree. I'm pretty stoned and I don't know what we're even talking about. Let's get into
I don't even know how I'm sitting right here right now.
All right. Let's get into the fucking market report and call this one a show. I got a short market report to talk about.
Yeah, I saw the link earlier and I was like, kind of like, crap. I was like, I'm going to start ripping this case. And then I was like, I'm going to stop halfway in between and then like jump on Bryan's show.
Most of everybody said, hey, I was like, we'll just take the night off. And then I said that right as I'm in the middle of finishing the market report. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking knock out this market report, go on there by myself real quick, knock out the market report. If anybody wants to jump on, they can jump on. And it played out perfect.
Epic. We'll do it live.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Market report. I got to put out last week's market report in the clip, too. I got to do that shit. Starting off, this Image Comics Savage Dragon 193. I've never seen this variant. 193 variant, Eric Larson cover from 2014. Sold for $388.
I bet they're like, like Spawn. Like, I would bet between, anywhere after 100, like I don't know, 160 to 200 something, I would assume it's a low print run for Savage Dragon, especially for like variants and all that.
Yeah. I've never even seen it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Planet Comics 70, one of my favorite all-time covers.
Yep.
1,500 for a 6.0 is not that bad. I would
47
pay that.
bids.
And there is one of those Spawn, the ones that were given away to his employees, but it's unsigned.
That's super weird. Especially since like each one was made out to each employee, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume there would be spares for, you know, probably like, I'm sure there's a weird transition of by the time he was signing the books and if that person was employed there or not.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine it being a huge company, right? Image. Like how many employees do you think realistically work in those offices? Like 100?
I don't think it's for Image people. I thought it was for McFarlane, right?
Oh, is it for like McFarlane Studios? Then?
Yeah. Wookie Fodder says market reports these days are like going to funerals. That's why I try to stay away from the same books that everybody always talks about, because they are so the market is down bad. It's hard
because it's like what it seems like what all that scarcity stuff is like popping in markets right now because no one has it and people are willing to sell it for the extra dough, but it's still not like as high as it probably should be.
I think a lot of the people who got into comics during the pandemic are going, comics aren't for me, and they're getting out.
Because they have all the common stuff that people say it's rare or whatever or important.
I think they got out already and pulled their money out a while ago.
I think they're doing it right now. I think they're doing it right now. Because if you look at the market, if you look at eBay, if you look at the big heritage, you're seeing books that were sold, a year ago, and people are taking losses on them. I was listening to Swag the other day. Swaggle House was talking about a Superman 1. The same book sold for $360,000, and he like a few months ago, and he resold it and took a $60,000 loss. You know what I mean? Like
for 300,000 instead of 360,000.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
and that's happening constantly in cards now. It's happening in comics. You look you'll see a lot of like the same seller just selling tons of keys. It's absolutely unreal.
Well, I always thought it was interesting on the card market, right? That you'll see it sell for like some astronomical amount of money on like Golden, but then someone takes that same card, like crosses over grade, it's a higher grade now, and it sells on eBay for like not even a quarter of the price.
Yeah,
like they do that on cards all the time, where it's the same card too because of the sequence number, the patches, whatever.
Well, here's a good example. Here's that Keanu Reeves, that Berserker #1 that he signed. What was the high on these? Do you remember?
I mean, it was a 1 in 1,000. Was it like?
Let me know.
Was it like $4,000? Was that the high on it?
I felt like it was 5, but I could be.
Yeah, I think 5.
Yeah, but I do remember someone finding one at a Goodwill.
A signed
like,
one?
Shit.
A signed slab one at Goodwill for really cheap. like $20.
Jesus.
But I mean, like, how did that end up in a Goodwill?
Yeah, maybe Keanu put it in there.
Maybe.
Probably. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. If he would do something weird like that.
Took his copy and dropped it in there, yeah.
Yeah. Or just donated it and like kind of like sell it for whatever.
He's the type of person that I think we could get somebody to like ask him, and he, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, hey, did you drop that comic off at a Goodwill donation center?
Here's two books that it blows me away to see them this low. X-Men 141.98 sub $1,000, which is crazy to me.
Because that was easily a $1,200 book, wasn't it? In a 9.8.
It was more than that, I thought.
I didn't think it was too much more. I mean, I know it's like important John Byrne art and Chris Claremont story arc.
2K is what
It was
Wookie
2K?
saying, yeah.
Okay.
These books are 43 years old and they're 9.8. They're like perfect books.
Yeah.
43 years old and they're so cheap.
That's why I never mind in like a book like this, like a 9.6.
Isn't X-Men 132 the issue where Wolverine goes crazy in the sewers?
I thought that was. No, it's a issue where he's on the cover. It's the one he goes berserk on. I think it's like 130.
What's 132?
Mastermind revealed, says right there. Whatever that means.
It's something with the Hellfire Gala, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I mean that's it. First Hellfire Gala. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. Which one is the? Which one am I thinking?
Berserk.
That one where Wolverine goes berserk in the
133.
133. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, because he's on the cover. I know that for a fact.
Let me see here. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, but this is so. At the end of. So this is the one after.
Yeah.
At the end of this one.
Oh, of 132 is the one
of
where
132 is the one where he's in the sewer and he's like, "All right, bub," or something like that. He says something like that. Let's do, like, that's where he finally loses it, And it's
Oh,
like
okay.
next.
I wasn't sure if it was 132 or 133.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Adam is saying it's 133 as well.
It is one.
Yeah,
last panel of 132. Yep. Last panel of 132.
Oh, it's the last one? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's why that book is so great to me, man. A 9.8 for $600. Ouch.
That whole story arc was always underpriced for the longest time. And then like when it finally like the bad part is like when everything was exploding is when it exploded as well, instead of like just like actually price correcting to what it should be.
Yep. Spawn #1, black and white, $31.50.
That book is always historically high though.
It's a tough book, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one raw before. Maybe a wall book. Maybe a 9.4.
I saw Dino get a raw and send it in and get a 9.8 on it, I believe.
Oh, that's ballin'.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. I'm trying to find cover price, but don't you have what's it called? See what a 9.8 sold for, last 9.8 sold for on that?
Oh, GPA?
Yeah.
I gotta keep talking and I will look that up.
Well, here's something that's really weird. I totally forget that there's two different of the Mario Brothers covers. The Super Mario Brothers one in the middle, which I think it has like that really rough cardstock cover that's like it's tough to get in high grade, but it feels like it's almost oversized. And then the one on the right, I'm thinking is that that's got to be a second print or something on that. But look at the price different?
Oh, well, you can see barcodes on the left side on the CBCS one, and then there's a different ad space for the Mario 3 on the right,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like a balloon pop bubble, right?
So the one on the left, Super Mario Bros. 9091, they both came out the same year, dude. Check this out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this one came out April of 1990. April of 1990. And this one came out January of 90. So this one came out first? Why is this one less? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Why is...
Okay. For the Spawn one, the high of that book is $3,200, which was achieved in 2022. There was a high of this year for $3,150.
Yeah, that's one that we just hit. That's crazy, dude.
Oh, okay.
That book is still staying.
Yeah, historically, that book's always stayed strong.
The 150 is the second print. So the second print sells for more then? The middle one is the second print?
Oh, no print variant versus or price variant. Is one the price variant, and then one has a price and the other one doesn't. Oh, the one on the right does have the price on it. The one on the left doesn't.
Yeah. This is the one on the right here. It says $1.50 in the upper right. But that one came out in January of 1990. That one came out first.
Do you think it's just more common then to run into that one versus the... It has to be the scarcity thing, right?
Mm-hmm. It's weird. I want to ask Dinesh why they did it. He probably knows. This one says $1.95. It's got the oval on it and no barcode. This one sold for over $2,000 for a 9.8.
Yeah, I don't think it's simply just the CGC.
Almost
CBCS
$3,000. Almost $3,000.
Low pop of 6. That's definitely a card seller.
Yeah, and a lot of bids on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think the one from January would be worth more. But it's definitely not. That's interesting. So the 150 is the first print Wookiee fodder. The $2 the second print. $2 one came out after. All right. Moving on. Ghost Spider #1, the Ji-Hung Lee 1/100 and 9.8 sold for $11.25. There ye.
Woo! That's down.
Big time.
Yeah, because that was like a $3,000 book.
Yeah. Everything, 90% of the market is down 50% or more.
Mm-hmm.
What? I mean, at the same time, though, when this book first hit the gates as a 9.8, it was probably around, it was like $850 to around this price anyways. So I feel like it's still in a healthy direction if you bought in cheap. But, I mean, it's one of those hard to find books, too, as well.
Yeah. I love the Marvel Tales 106. And here's a 9.8 for $600. That's such a great looking cover with the red, and I love how it's old, 1979. $600.
Those books are always funny because if it doesn't hit a 9.8, it goes for dog shit.
Yep.
But if it's a 9.8, you can ask like pretty much whatever you want for it.
You ever seen this Avengers #1 variant? It's a Rocking Comic Con or something like that.
I've never seen that.
Me neither. Never seen it.
Stan Lee, John Romita. signed. Some rocking LA Comic Con or something like that. $500. I feel like
Do you think Stan Lee? Oh, go ahead.
yeah, the Stan Lee auto should go for more than that, but I just never seen the book.
Well, I feel like also like Stanley autos have been like saturating the market so much now that like everyone that didn't get one has one now, and people that have had multiples for years are just like kind of like whatever. And so like I think people are just now kind of realizing like how many Stanley autos there are out there, and there's never a shortage of them.
Jeffrey Drake's asking, what's the difference between the red and the yellow 129? The yellow's the original. The red is the Marvel Tales reprint. Marvel Tales 106. This hurts. Not because I have one, but because I wanted to. I wish I would have bought this one. To me, this is the best Miles and Gwen cover, bar none, hands down, doesn't even get close. Beautiful Dave Johnson variant. Tough to get, tough to find. It's a 1 in 50, 2017. A 9/8 sold for $304. That hurts.
You have that book, you said?
Yeah.
Is it graded?
I probably paid $300 for it. That was like a $2,000 raw book at one time.
Is yours a 9/8?
$800. Yeah. But still, $300, man, hurts. But
That's like a slap in the face.
I wish I would have bought that one. I really wish I'd have bought that one. Marvel Team Up 131 got hot again because of that frog character. It's supposed to be, yeah. But I always love that cover. Tough cover, tough 9/8.
It's black, yeah, very tough.
Let me see here. Spider. I'm going to take a look at some prices on that Dave Johnson. Yeah, look. People have it up for $1,300, $1,200, $655, $1,650, $745, $304, $299 raw, $300, $250, $117. That book took a hit, big time. Let's see if there's any 9/8s. No. Yeah, that book took a hit. I love this cover. That book took a hit too. Holy cow.
Campbell?
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous. All right, moving on. Wonder Woman number 38, the 1 in 100 Finch variant, which that was easy. Double that raw. In the worst of times. $400 raw. Great cover. I'm going to start doing the top 100 books that every collector should try to get. We're going to start doing that on Saturday nights probably. Maybe Wednesday nights, but most likely Saturday nights. But I think it would be fun to also maybe do one for variants, Stein and stuff. All right, moving on. Wolverine number 10, a signature series signed by Chris Claremont and a newsstand 9/8, sold for $361. Buy that every day. I would buy that every day. Andrew Tate, Top G, the Top G comic from England, I imagine, or somewhere in Europe, wherever he's hiding out. $367 raw. And then here is the Wonder Woman Burbank comic that we talked about the other week. $441 raw.
That was has something to do with that statue they built.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
That's nuts. Moving on. Sonic the Hedgehog #1, a CGC 9.8 and the promotional insert 9.8 sold for $450. To me, that seems like a really good buy, but it might be half of that next month. Superior Spider-Man #20, the J. Scott Campbell Black Cat playing with the yarn ball variant. Another great 1 in 50. One of the greatest variants of all time.
Doesn't Richie have that? Doesn't Richie have that Daredevil newsstand? I could have sworn he's shown it a while back. I don't know if he still has it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I got a good memory. I remember him showing that he was able to get it in the newsstand. It is rare.
The both for $560, which is interesting. Moving on. Another one of the great variants of all time. One of the top 10 in a lot of people's lists. Amazing Spider-Man 678. The Joe Quinones 1 in 50. Another 1 in 50. This is a 9.4 sold for $1,500. I think we had one we talked about last week too, right? Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Supergirl, the Lost 23 cover. This is a 9.8 signed by Adam Hughes.
Seems low,
right?
I mean, because like hearing people buying like Ross for like $700 or $800, like that seems like super low. Like for a 9.8 sign.
Yeah. Do me a favor and look up that Miss America magazine #2, Yee.
Oh, okay. I was gonna look at the superheroes real quick to see if that showed up. All right, but I'll look up Miss America.
You don't see this book very often.
Ooh, there's 9 issues on GPA. For issue 2, a what 5.0?
Yeah.
That's the latest, but a 7.0 in September of 2019 sold for $3,025, and then 7.5 in March of 2018 sold for $4,150.
Yeah, this is another one of those really rare books that you never see.
And then everything that's on the top of the census is a pedigree.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, what's interesting is the Promise Collection, Mile High, and Carson City pedigree all have 9.4s.
Is that the
and
highest?
Carson City is the one that sold for the highest at a 9.4 for $16,800 in 2019.
Wow.
Whoever bought the Promise Collection one got a good deal. Or I mean, relative to the Carson City, like almost half the price. Even at the height of inflation of comics hitting all-time highs, right?
Yeah. Wilbert says, I think come next summer we'll be looking back at 2023 Q4 as the bottom of the market. Or not. I'm wrong all the time about half the time.
I don't know. I've seen some of your submissions, so I don't think you're doing anything wrong in the market. So, like some of the stuff that he sent over to Redhood for pressing, and when he shows us books and he says, "A client has sent me this," we know he's talking about you, Wilbert.
Wow.
Ultimate Fallout 4, Djurjevic, a 9.2, $23.50.
Would you buy in at that price and try
No.
to CPR it?
No.
No.
I think that book's dead, man. I
No.
think that book is just going to continue to drop.
people are finally getting their Five Below packs graded, huh?
I don't know what it is. Maybe the most of the people that bought in on it were new people to the hobby, and now they're all just like getting out.
Oh, parking their money into something else now, because they're not getting back what they put into it, basically.
It's crashing. Collectibles are crashing, bro. There's certain ones that will always sell for decent money, right? Just like there's in any collectible, there's certain things, coins, cards, certain high grade old vintage cards and comics. Vintage.
Well, I mean, like with cards too, like you always have rookie cards. Like people will always like that's always a staple of anything, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, I've been collecting them since their rookie card, and then now there's this big time all-star player. Like when you could have seen like someone easily like what Otani, like take even Otani cards 3 years ago, they were super low in price. And then as he grew more and more popular, it was like kind of like corrected. And then he started playing even better. His cards peaked. And then even with him injured, it didn't even dip down that much. Because you think like during injury time, that'd be the time to like buy back into some of the stuff you sold. Like some of that stuff is still hitting all-time highs.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Batman almost got him the first Harley Quinn appearance. This is the tape set, sealed, which is nice. Sold for $460. I love this Daring Love #1. Steve Ditko's first published art from 1953. Great cover. I mean, just that's a cool book right there. $2,025.
That seems underrated at that price.
See, I'm telling you, all across the board, man. Jeffrey Drake says Gem Mint made a video about statues crashing in resale value.
Yeah, but statues have always been like one of those like staple pieces, right? Like they become museum pieces as soon as they hit a comic shop. Like it's like, oh, I know the shop that has that statue. And it's always there, like because no one buys it for $50,000.
Aliens #1 cast sign 9.8 sold for $2,800. That's crazy. And it was like, yep, I'll take it. I love out of the world homage, another classic Ditko cover that I want to get both this one and the Tim. But man, $293 for that for a 9.4. And then I love Crazy Quilt, one of the Mort of the Months that I remember as a kid from Wizard Magazine. That's a great cover. Boy Commandos #15. It's a Kirby cover, first Crazy Quilt. $460 for a 7.5 of that. I feel like that's a cool buy. I'd be all over that. Avengers #4, another variant I've never seen. This is from Fan Expo Canada in 2010. It's signed by Stan Lee, sold for $354. Got Alpha Flight on there. Never seen that book. And then
what's the deal with the lizard on this issue here again? It's like a different color or something, like purple. The lizard, Platinum Edition. The lizard inside the book or something.
I don't know anything about on the Platinum Edition. I mean, other than it being the Platinum version, right? That has a different back cover.
One per store.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, because what the print count for that is like 10,000 or something like that.
I can't remember. I think it was a thank you, one per store that they sent out to every one per comic store type deal.
Yeah,
it's so hard to get high grade though because the covers are like thick cardboard and the spine chips constantly, man. It's really rough.
I sold my 9.6.
What'd you sell your 9.6 for?
Like 1,400 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I sold mine for.
So like, I mean, I'm not complaining. Like,
neither am I. Yeah,
because I bought in for like $300 on it. Like as a 9.6, I was like kind of like, I just wanted it because I had the Chromium 9.8, and I was like kind of like, I'll settle with a Platinum 9.6. Like, that's cool with me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, kind of like, when it became a real life deal or flip side situation, I was like, kind of like, all right, I got to let one of these go. And I decided to go with the platinum to let it go. I kind of want to buy it back into it, but not at that price.
Yeah. 3,800 is a lot of money for that. What's the high on that?
I can look it up.
Conan the Barbarian #1, 9.8, 5,300. That's another crazy sale.
I had a raw copy of that in 80. And I had #3, which is like a low distribution copy.
Of Conan?
Yeah. In 80.
In 80 what?
1980.
Oh, you got it in 1980.
Mm-hmm. I was 10 years old already. It came out in 70.
Do you still have them?
No. They were sold off when I got into my 20s.
All right. Platinum edition. Oh, that's a super low grade.
Brian's Comic Garage says he's complaining about finding shitty cards at the thrift. Most cards from 1985. No, let's say this. Let's just be safe. Most cards from 1989 to like 1995 are worth nothing. Baseball is only worth money from like 1985 and back on the major rookies, and they have to be in high grade. Other than that, it's all autographs and Bowman First and Chromes and stuff, and those start after like 2001 or so.
All right. Any guesses for the high of Spider-Man 1 Platinum?
I'll say $5,000.
6,500.
5,700 was the high in 2022.
Yeah. Wow.
So for the high for this year is 4,920.
Wow.
And 5 have sold.
Keep dropping.
It's like in the middle right now. If anyone's it's on the low end though.
This is a badass G.I. Joe figure. It's a color variant of Torpedo. Torpedo is usually like that gray and black. And this is the India Fun School figure, and it's yellow and black. Badass. Sold for $660. Usually the Fun School figures don't sell for a ton, but there's a couple that sell for good money, as you can see right here. And they're hard to find in high grade because usually the backs, the cards are all like bent weird because they're not in good, like made by good cardboard and stuff. It's very weird. And then here's another one. This is the Lady J Fun School figure. And you can see she's like a different color green. She's almost like more of a lime green. It's interesting. Mm-hmm. $450 on card. And then a unopened Zartan. It's not sealed, but it's unopened. You can see that it's still on the red back. The figure is. It looks like everything is still unopened in the box. $465. I would have been all over that if I would have seen how good the box looked. If I could get it graded.
Nice.
That's beautiful, man. Such a great figure. It's my favorite all-time G.I. Joe figure. Like that came with a vehicle. I remember getting that as a kid and being so stoked because not only did it have the cool-ass vehicle and everything, you could put that mask on him, and then you could take him out in the sun and change his color would change. Dude, that was the greatest figure ever.
I remember in the 90s there was like a submarine that actually went underwater where it had like vents built into it. It was like
Deep Six,
like black and blue.
Yeah, Deep Six. Dude, me and my brother had. That's one thing my parents spoiled the shit out of us was with the G.I. Joes. We had every G.I. Joe ever, and we would take out all of our boats and stuff into the pool and play with them in the pool. Growing up in the 80s and the early 90s was the greatest, dude. We had the best toys.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember the planes too. It had like a water pistol in it too, as
Yeah.
well.
Five Nights at Freddy's, #1 movie, right? Well, look at some of these figure sales. These are exclusives. This one's on the left is exclusive to Hot Topic. The one in the middle is exclusive to Walgreens. $570 and $275.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know someone like bought those like clearance at either one of those locations for like $2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Just waiting for this moment.
Batman and Robin from 1966, still sealed, carded, and these are like I think like almost like army figure type figures. $816. I can't believe that. Look how good that looks for 1966.
Dude, that's got to be time traveling because like how else do you preserve that bubble to be that clear? Right? Because it doesn't yellow over time anyways. Like even if it doesn't hit the sun.
Yeah.
Or good filters and lighting, I guess, or something.
Yeah. Bakugan, is that how you say it? Bakugan? I forget how to say it. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I remember these toys. I didn't understand them, but these things, certain ones sell for a lot, man. This one, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Sold for over $1,000. I can't even tell what it is.
It's freaking me out.
All right. Attack of Killer Tomatoes. Look at that. Missing Link Tomato and Fanto Tomato and Whitley White and Terra Boomaday. $255 and $306 respectively. Moving on. A figure I talk about all the time, the 1992 Roadblock figure with the rotary launcher that they had to, I guess a kid choked on a part. It was multiple pieces or something. A kid choked on a part. They had to recall it. So that little blade thing, it looks like a rotary blade up top, was a problem. So $408 loose. Tough figure. And then the Micro Machines Theed Palace Action Fleet playset. The worst part of Star Wars and the place where it's always talk about it's always memed on. There you go, $251 for the set.
But those Micro Machines Star Wars figures are like no joke. Like all that stuff sells for a grip of cash all the time.
Yep. And then dude, I always forget that they had Alien toys for kids. Who would have had their kids go see Alien?
I saw it in the theater when I was 11 with my parents. They brought me.
That's fucking crazy, man. Well, that kid looks like he's like 6 years old, man. 11 I can get, but that kid looks like he's 6 years old there.
No, I was in 5th grade.
No, I'm talking about this kid on the thing. He looks like he's 6 years old.
I think how old I was, but I was in 5th grade.
And 5th grade's like 10.
Yeah. And then we've got a 1970 Led Zeppelin 3 album promotional inflatable blimp. $441. That's awesome, dude.
2 was a great record.
They're all great. There's not a bad song on a Led Zeppelin album.
That's true. Like
there's not a bad song on a Led Zeppelin album. I dare you to find me one. I have tried.
Yeah, can't do it.
No.
That's why you just buy the box set and go with it.
Yep. And then a 1979 wireless Kiss microphone sold for $25.50 on 31 bids.
Wow, it didn't even have their blood in it.
That's crazy. And then, like, all these things are crazy that I can't believe people kept. How about keeping a ice cream bar box from the 60s that had the Beatles on it? $1,700.
Hopefully the ice cream bars are taken out.
Right? Speaking of the Beatles, here's an unopened rack pack of Topps Beatles cards from 1964 with the header. Sold for $775.
And the gum, sweet.
Yep. And then I've never seen this Pearl Jam Todd McFarlane Spawn poster. It's for a gig in Copenhagen, and it's also got the Max on it, I think.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna go eat and rest. It's like 11 o'clock here, I think. Yeah,
All right,
about
brother.
11:45. I
Sounds good.
appreciate seeing both of you. Thanks for the invite. Nice seeing you, Aaron.
Yeah, it's good seeing you, Mike.
All
Happy
right, brother.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and everybody in the chat, thank you, and happy Thanksgiving.
Sounds good, brother. We'll see you. Radiohead Pablo Honey T-shirt.
Ooh. I'm gonna listen to that right now. That sounds good.
$777. My least favorite Radiohead album.
No, just Radiohead. Just listening to Radiohead
Yeah.
in general. That's what I want to do right now.
Nintendo Power Volume 1, Number 1, the sample copy. This is one of the nicest I've ever seen. It's a 5.0. Sold for only $400. I can't believe these keep on getting past me like this. And then a magazine, Argosy magazine from February 1968. First photos of California's abominable snowman, or AKA Bigfoot. Sold for $224. The Patterson Gimlin film. That's a big deal right there, dude. Collier's magazine from 1942 has some crazy Pearl Harbor freaking weird bat monster thing. I don't know. It's from 1942, and it sold for $152, and it looks scary as hell.
Yeah.
Moving on. All right, that looks creepy. How about this? A Marilyn Monroe Life magazine, but that's not the coolest part. The coolest part is it says, there is a case for interplanetary saucers on the cover. This is Life magazine from April 7th, 1952. Sold for
There's a lot of cool Life magazines like that.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah.
$135. This is cool. This is a promo poster for the Beatles Yesterday and Today album showing the original Butcher cover. So for
nice.
$1,300. This is just a promo poster that they put up in the...
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's nuts. It's even torn. All right, this is cool. Death Piggy Test Press 7-inch. This is the lead singer of Guar's first band.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, $860. 7-inch.
I have some test prints from different bands that I know.
That's cool, dude.
They were just like kind of like, here you go. Here's a test print of this like split. I'm like, awesome. This is like out of print. Like, and this is a test print. Like, I don't know how I'm holding this right now, but awesome.
This is kind of cool. This is the Mickey Mouse Cobra, but as you guys know, Mickey Mouse Cobra didn't come carded, so they made a card for it, and they got them all on there. But it says sold for $549. Really nice condition on the Mickey Mouse Cobra. But look at the card they made. It's got the Mickey Mouse on the card too. They put it on the card. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So that's how it's supposed to look. But that's how the Mickey Mouse looks. It's filled in, the whole thing. So, and then in the back, I think they did it in the back too, yeah. So, but they also included with it the original send-away offer for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? So, pretty damn cool. And I guess that's a little stand for it. I love the Mickey Mouse Cobra. All right. My favorite G.I. Joe vehicle ever is the Rattler. I love the A-10 Thunderbolt or the Warthog or whatever you want to call it. But I love that design of that plane and having that freaking gun right there on the nose and having how the engines look. And I just think this is one of the meanest looking vehicles ever. Now you throw on tiger stripes and the shark mouth and everything, it's even better. This is the Tiger Rat. $200.
Did they remake some of these?
Yeah, this is from '88 when they redid Tiger Force. Look how cool the box art is, dude.
That is tight.
It's so badass, man. Such a great plane vehicle. One of the best. $266 for that one. All right. So Techno Viper is one of the greatest G.I. Joe figures ever. This is a variant of the Techno Viper. As you can see, instead of being purple and silver, it's like a bronze and purple. And it came with this like mech body thing, power fighters. These things are super rare. And this is, here you guys can see what it looks like how when he sits in it. Very, very rare. Much beloved variant figure. The figure itself sells for a lot, but to find this in this condition is crazy. $200. Marvel Legends lot came with the black suit Spider-Man with the reprint.
I love picking up those reprints.
Dude, these figures right here, I love these body sculpts of the Venom. Look how badass that looks. And then the Toxin.
It looks like the you know how they have the Build-A-Figures now? It's
yes.
like it looks like it's like already that, and it's like kind of like
custom toy got people love this stuff, but look what it also came with. It came with all of these.
Oh wow.
Yeah. $230, man.
That seems like a really good deal then. Like for all that.
Yeah. All right, this guy, New York Comics sold a ton of these signed by Turner, Stan Lee, and Joe Simon. Civil War, the 1 in 75 variants, I think they were. This one sold for $870. He sold the second print, or the 1 in 25 with Chlor on it for number 4, signed, $445. Number 5, the Punisher one. I mean, these are all badass Michael Turner books that are super rare. 9.8, $471, 9.8, $870. This is the blue 1 in 100, $970. So here's the number 1 in 100, $620. He took a hit on that. But those are tough books, man. How about a badass Chris Bachalo page? Just beautiful, like cityscape being destroyed or whatever that is, and it's Mystique and Iceman kissing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I feel like pieces like that you shouldn't auction on eBay, right? You should set a price, and it's. I mean, but if you're just in it to move it, I guess whatever.
Yep. All right, we're almost done here. Rare Golden Age Ace Comics 7, 20, and 25. But let me show you why I put these up here. Look at that jack-o'-lantern cover. Holy shit, that's awesome. It's got the little skeleton. 10 center. That's a great comic. $780 for all three. You got a jack-o'-lantern in the other one, too. This guy sold a ton of amazing original art. A Frank Cho pencil sketch for $1,200. Look at that.
Oh,
beautiful.
Wow. That is amazing.
And then a Wolverine, too. So
because getting commission from Cho is not cheap.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Look at this. Original John Byrne page from Wolverine number 22. Less than $1,000. Yeah, $868. Not the greatest page, but still.
And then John Byrne's a signature series book you won't see at all because he does not allow that. He'll just do raw signings. So he wants to talk to fans.
Power Girl, Amanda Conner page. Less than 1,000. Uncanny X-Men 502 Greg Land Wolverine page for $415. Sienkiewicz page for $407. Oh, Sienkiewicz must have inked it.
Hmm.
That's what I'm guessing. Because he's got Barreto. Let's see what he says here. Yeah, inks by Sienkiewicz. Dazzler number 15. $347.
It's something to write Taylor Swift like in the title, and it was
Right.
sold for more.
Yep. Miss Marvel number 28. Miss Marvel 15. This is Aaron Lopresti. This is another Aaron Lopresti. I mean, just a ton of art. Dwayne Turner. Here's another Frank Cho. Look at this, dude. Phil Noto.
Oh wow.
Power Girl. For this card. Sienkiewicz. Elektra.
That looks
Sketch.
dope.
Yeah, just a sketch. There's Zatanna by Stephanie Rue. Linsner. Carol Danvers. Who did this? Oh, Aaron Lopresti. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Liefeld. So he was just dumping art. Just a ton of it. Adam Hughes for $200, right?
Dang, Adam Hughes for $200.
Yeah. So
Like,
that is the
and
market
then-
report.
And his sketches aren't half as good as what they used to be. Like, have you seen what he charges for like $2,000 now?
Yeah, they're quick little head sketches from the side.
Yeah, it's like garbage. Like, I mean, I hate to talk shit about any artist or whatever, but like, for that much money, like, come on now. Like, I've just give me some pages of your OA instead. Like,
Yeah. So, but yeah, easy show tonight, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. I had some content that I just wanted to talk about. We've got great show coming up Saturday night. Also, I think we're doing the Hot 10 on Friday night. I believe so.
I think
Check.
no Hot 10.
No Hot 10? No Hot 10?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
what he said in chat.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Go check out the Bogcast tomorrow. Our episode will be us opening 13 packs of the AIDS awareness packs. It's actually a lot of fun, man. It was actually pretty cool. So
Yeah, so Stein won't be home for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So
there we go.
He's
So
thankful for everyone.
Yeah, no Hot 10 this week, but Saturday night we will have Mayhem. So come hang out with us on Saturday night. We'll see you then. That being said, Yee's got a show Saturday night. Where at, brother?
Sunday night in
night.
Austin. Come and take it. I don't know what street that's on, but it's
Right.
downtown Austin. So my band's headlining.
What
So
are you
I'm
doing?
pretty
Are you gonna? Do you have something going on Saturday night?
We have band practice,
Oh, yeah,
and then
Yeah.
I might be at my guitarist's house that night. So because he lives on the north side of Houston, it's just faster to get to Austin that way.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
might bring my laptop, and then I can jump on for a little bit.
No worries, brother. No worries. I was trying to think if you said you were going to be doing something else on Saturday to tell him about, but he's not. He's going to be practicing for a show on Sunday in Austin. Go check him out.
Just gotta
Find his
slap at the bass.
link information below. And thanks for chilling with us on an easy show tonight, you guys. We're out. Peace.